Welcome back to your favorite show, Identities Umhlobo, where today in the studios I have Dr. Amy Wade, who's telling us about the practicalities of economic empowerment for citizens, for women, for youth in the communities. Doc, before we went, ndandabvunza question yekuti there is a huge outcry kunzoko yekunzi ma microfinances ari kudhura, ma loan ari kudhura for women. What is the way forward? What do we do?
Well, I think that everything depends on the design of the microfinance program. Because, you know, Nyari microfinance is actually supposed to be developmental. So the women that are being targeted by these finance institutions or financial envelopes from microfinance institutions are supposed to be...
Zimbadzo, by the way.
Yeah, they are supposed to be educated. For example, the ones that I've interacted with, they go through an intense financial literacy program, training program. Asatapiwa mari. And then also the responsibility, the onus is on both the person who is designing the program as well as the loan officer who's considering loan applications, so that we make sure that this money, this person who's borrowing is able to repay the money at agreed time schedules. So those ones who are complaining that the money is expensive should actually do a little bit of more research, because there are different levels in microfinance. Some of them, yes, they are very, very high and are targeting a certain kind of woman who is able to pay and who can complement their enterprises with different other activities to be able to meet the repayment schedules. But then there are those who perhaps they have not even reached the threshold of accessing a loan. So they need to be prepared. They need to be assisted to have a savings or an amount of money put aside.
Remember, vakadzi vatiri kuti imi mataura kuti kune ma-young marriages.
Yes, yes.
Haatorina that. Haana mukana wekutomboseva. Munovatangira papi? Ndivo here vamuri kuti vanotanga vatrainwa vopiwa ma-small ari manageable zvichidini?
Well, vanenge asina kana chinhu zvachose vanofanirwa kutanga vatrainwa muskill. First of all,
right.
Then it's known that this person can make such an object, are ready, or can do whatever it is, the skill that they are prepared to learn. Especially the young girls that are dropping out of school because of early pregnancies, or you know, then they definitely, you're right, they have absolutely nothing. So they have to learn a skill. When they have when they've learned a skill, they can access what we call startup funds. Yeah, to start a business. They can be assisted and be trained and be given resources to start even chizumbu chehuku and you know, food mix and how to buy day-old chicks, and then they can start. And then there will be monitors who are monitoring and holding their hands and ensuring that this person is able to repay first, right. But at the same time, they actually do have their chickens reach maturity and they can be sold, and that the person or the woman has an income at the end of the day. I'm not saying everything is 100% rosy and everything is working 100% well. We do meet challenges. You know, we particularly if one is not putting 100% effort. You know, you leave your chickens for 2-3 days and you are gone and they are not fed. Of course, they are going to reduce weight and the market is not going to accept. So, you know, these are sort of the operational issues that we are continually discussing with women. If you decide to access funds, if you decide to start an enterprise, you have to be absolutely serious. And it's also different when you are actually undertaking an enterprise from one who is employed, because this is your own business and it's 24/7. And you have to meet the market, the requirements of the market, and the diversity of the market. So you have to always be present, have a presence of mind, and be able to supply and meet your market.
Doc, on that poignant note, we put a stop to this program. This has been very informative. What would be the last word you want to give to the woman who's considering this, to any person, even the youths who are considering this, and also to the people who are working, who are those who are giving the money to the women or to whoever wants? Briefly.
Well, if there is a woman out there who does not yet have an enterprise, then there has to be something wrong with them.
Wow. Well, we're going to set them to Kunzwana so that they can sort themselves out, right? Well, on that note, folks, it was great. I hope you have learned something from this, especially for those manopama loans, to say but be actually developmental oriented, to say give people with responsibility. And Hanzi, kune malona kachipa, you also need to just engage. And again, you can reach us and we'll give you information about our guest who was in the studio to say how can you be assisted so that musato no tore zvimpadzo kune vanhu vanodhura hanzi variko vakachipa. Until next time on Identities, we wish you all the best in your endeavors, as Identities will want to see citizens who are prospering, young people who are prospering, women who are prospering, you know, the elderly who are looked after. Until next time, have a good one.